The following podcast contains elements that are made by artificial intelligence and are not real. James technically is real. However, he has consumed a lot of artificial food additives in his life which make him partially artificial. For example, he is 3% gargum, which is fine, but he's also 14% monosodium glutamate, or MSG for short. All told, James is 38% processed foods and 60% human. So you tell me what's artificial?
James is artificial too. He's 50% cheese. That's one half cheese. Not real cheese, but like some kind of sprayed cheese in a can. His organs are made from monosodium glutamate. His hair is made from the hair he's eaten in restaurant food, mostly from balding cooks. His pupils are from the dye in blue Kool-Aid. His semen is high fructose corn syrup. His balls are made from artificial vanilla and microplastics. Everybody's got microplastics in their balls these days, and so does James. Let's start the podcast.
Sneeze
with James Whittingham.
Oh, God, it's me. Hello. For the last time, this is James. I say that because death is at my door. It hasn't knocked yet. But it's standing out there, tapping its watch, looking at my neighbor's bush, looking around. It's ready to knock. It's getting close to knocking. It's because COVID has come to my house. Finally, after 4.25 years, COVID came looking for me and has found me. I tried to hide. I went under different aliases. It didn't work. It finally found me. The Witness Relocation Pandemic Program did not work for Fat James. Gastropod James, who is sitting here, who gained tons of weight during the pandemic for reasons unknown and can't seem to get it off now that he's older. His post-pandemic age. And my wife has it. She's downstairs, isolating. Has been for a few days. It's weird. It's weird to have your spouse contaminated and you know you're going to get it, yet you go to great lengths to try not to because what the hell? And yet, here we are. And hopefully death will turn away and I won't die. She's doing okay, by the way. She's doing all right. Bad the first night because she couldn't sleep on the living room floor. Who knew? It'd be hard. So we tried to make that better, and I think that she got a good night's sleep the second night, and now things are better. So I don't know what to do. It's going to be a somber episode, being that death is at my front door. It brings you down when that happens. Nevertheless, I persist. Did I say lest? Nevertheless, I persist. I am going to continue on. And by continuing on, we are going to start this week with a new segment that's in beta. Don't consider it, full-on segment yet. It's the Stupidest Story on CNN. I go to CNN.com and I try and find the stupidest story. So give me a minute. I'm going to go look.
Contrails, they're coming after you. Contrails, they've taken over your sperm. Contrails, they're taking control of your mind. Contrails, that's why you're voting for Trump. Contrails, you impotent, stupid fuck.
Yes, the stupidest story on CNN. Let's have a look.
All right, I'm back. And by the way, I recorded that Contrail song before it became a news item where I live. Our premier here in the province of Saskatchewan, where I live, went to a small town, a town hall meeting, and of course everyone there was batshit crazy. And I said, what are you doing about the contrails? What are you doing about the World Health Organization? Bill Clinton is in my vagina. What are you going to do about it? And he just said, I don't know. I guess I should look into some of this stuff. Because he's a coward and an idiot, probably believes half the shit himself. People think I went insane. I had an episode where I screamed for like half an hour to get it off my chest. I felt better afterwards, but I scared away some of my friends. But maybe more people should do that because holy fuck, they went crazy. Is it just because they had time to go down rabbit holes? Is that it? It was just a matter of time. Everybody's working their ass off their whole life. These people had time? Or is it because the government suddenly had to do things that they didn't like? I don't know. Nobody wants to talk about us anymore. So until my funeral, we're not talking about COVID. Hopefully, this isn't my last episode. If it is, it's been great serving you. Thank you for listening. And fuck some of you and all that. So there was a lot of competition on CNN.com this week for a stupid thing, to find the stupidest thing. Leonardo DiCaprio kissing Kate Winslet in Titanic. She's talking about it. She's dissing. And I assume he had garlic breath because he's Italian. That's racist. I mean, it probably smells like fish. Probably smells like bloated goldfish dead in the toilet for a week. That's what Leonardo DiCaprio's breath smells like. You know what he does on yachts? Mostly young women, apparently. But I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with remote Australian community is taking revenge on a massive seawater crocodile by eating the 11.8 foot beast. That's 12 feet to you and me. Blamed for devouring pets and chasing children. So they ate him. On Wednesday, police of the town of Bulla in Australia's Northern Territory shot the crocodile after deeming it a significant risk to the community. I think all crocodiles should be shot. But any ones that come after your children or pets, they got an attitude problem that you don't want to have to deal with. You've been stalking and lunging out of the water at children and adults. Of course they are. They're probably going up people's toilets. The crocodile was prepared for a feast in a traditional manner. Tastes like chicken, they say. Seriously, everything tastes like chicken. What does that say about chicken? It says it's pretty bland. People taste like chicken, they say. And a little bit of pork, because we're stringy. I didn't know there was a saltwater crocodile species. See, I learned shit on this show. I'm old, and I'm still learning things. My brain, assumably has available space for rent, can add new things. Saltwater water, I didn't know. Does that mean they fight sharks? That'd be interesting. I guess crocodile numbers are booming, so it's like, yeah, it's an issue. They're going to have to shoot some of them. I'm sorry, crocodile fans. Maybe they can make shoes out of them. I have no interest in eating crocodile. I don't care if it tastes like chicken. I don't care if it tastes like KFC. I don't care if you boil the whole thing in oil and add, batter. It does sound good, doesn't it? With the right sauce. With a good teriyaki sauce, maybe. And by the way, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, James, are you going to always talk about gross things on your show? I mean, how much pee and poo humor? Say poo humor. How much pee and poo humor? I can't say poo humor. I knew I shouldn't have put something more in my brain. The whole saltwater crocodile thing took up something that was necessary. Now it's not functioning. I don't think 10 times 2 is 20. Okay, we're back. Yeah. And lost. So my brain. Death is at the door. It's always windy.
And death is at the door. It's about to knock. It's looking around the front. Any second death will knock.
I really hate the color green. There is nothing good about green. You know what is color green? Infection. Infection is color green, so is St. Patrick's Day vomit. People you cannot trust often have green eyes. Green is the color of money. Money is used to buy fecal sex, like the so-called hot lunch. Green is the color old person jello. Green is the color of goblins. Run over goblin on country road. Goblin would not die. Goblin lay in pool of green blood. Had to run over goblin again and again with my car. Goblin still would not die. Got butcher's knife out of my glove box and cut off goblin's head. Still goblin would not die. That's why I have a green goblin head on my shelf. Goblin won't shut up. I hate goblin so much. Green can go to hell. Fuck green. Heil Hitler.
So, now, we're going to get an opinion, James's opinion on something random. What's it going to be? The internet is going to generate something random and it's generated. The internet has generated the topic of shoes. There are two shoes. Why do shoes match? Have we ever asked ourselves, why do they have to match? Just because there's two of them? Do underwears and bra have to match? Why do they have to match? Why? I can see a trend in the future where we're wearing shoes that don't match, and that's a thing. And you go pick out your left shoe. Oh, I like that one. It's red. And you go, you pick a right shoe out. Maybe you spend a few days doing that, and you go, I like this purple one. Yeah, I like this one. So you get two chances to pick out shoes. Why do they have to be the same? No one cares. They're shoes. So anal. Everything has to be the same. Two gloves have to be the same. Why can't we just pick and choose? Two socks? People are doing that. They're doing odd socks now. Maybe it moves its way to shoes. It's not far from the sock to the shoe, I'll tell you that much. And I'd like a personalized sole on my shoe that says, hey, James was here. So if you see me walking through sand at the beach or maybe just a dusty driveway, it'll say James was here. Crime scene, James was here. Personalized insoles on shoes that don't match. Coming up with ideas right here on this podcast. Think about it. Let me know. sneeshow@gmail.com. Sneeshow on Twitter. Sneeshow on TikTok. Sneeshow on YouTube. That's me, James. James fucking Whittingham, the man who's... Hello, death. Wrong house. Keep moving, you motherfucker.
Everyone has two shoes. Go to the store to buy shoes. You buy two. Why not just one? It would be so much more fun. My clubfoot would have a shoe. My dainty other ballet foot would have another. Maybe they wouldn't match. I'd be such a catch. Wearing two different shoes. It's not brain damage. It's how I manage. Two different shoes. It could be a fad. Fashion police would mad. But I don't care. Let those people stare. Two different shoes. Just two different shoes. On me.
Do not listen to this podcast while skydiving. You will not be able to hear the program suitably against the rush of air past your ears and the flapping of your bits. If you are nude skydiving, your loose skin flaps clapping in the wind will sound like a machine gun and will drown out anything interesting James has to say. It would be hard to concentrate on a podcast while experiencing this frightful noise. Your nipples will stretch up to your face and slap piercingly against your head. Nipples slapping at your face at a rapid-fire pace can be very distracting while trying to listen to a podcast. None of this is even to mention the deafening screams that would accompany a forgotten parachute. So please enjoy the show, just not while skydiving.
I'm new with the skydiving. I'm new with the skydiving. Jumping out of planes, I somehow forgot my clothes. Also forgot my parachute. Oh shoot! New skydiving. Death is coming. No pants to shit myself in. It runs up my back, my pee goes up my nose. Nude skydiving, flopping in the wind. If only it felt good, but it doesn't. And look, there's an iron rod on the ground. Nude skydiving, oh nude skydiving. That's right, nude skydiving. Oh nude skydiving, goodbye.
Roger Williams has been practicing nude skydiving for over 20 years. In that time, he has perfected a way to get sexual pleasure from the experience.
It's a matter of contorting my body to the wind in such a way that the wind itself masturbates me. I call it a hands-free experience.
Do you ejaculate when this happens?
Yes, absolutely.
Where does it go?
Oh, the semen basically runs up your stomach, then your chest, then your neck, and finally your face, where much of it disappears up your nostrils.
Oh my god.
And I guess into your throat and lungs after that.
That's fascinating. What about just jerking off on the couch with your hand?
Well, that's the way I used to do it. Then I got bored with the old way. I did have a donkey named Charles once who would help me out.
Disgusting.
But honestly, the peanut butter costs were getting higher than what it costs to skydive.
Your semen smells like asparagus.
It does, yes.
What does your wife think about this?
Oh, she loves doing it too. A real rush. She sticks an eagle feather in there, and it flutters around quite pleasurably for her. As she gets older, her breasts tend to get in the way, like right in her field of view. She chews on her nipples to add to the fun.
Mr. Williams says he will continue nude skydiving for sexual gratification as long as he can. Back to you, James.
Let's give this Steve's Wheel a spin and see what happens, okay? I'm not going to tell you what's on it this week. I've added all kinds of unpleasant things, including news, which has come up on the wheel of random things that James talks about. Also, testicles, obituaries, anuses, perineums, fecal news, advice, opinion, topic. These are things that come up, okay? And also, it's the dreaded James inhales pepper, which, not a good time to do it. Honestly, with COVID in the house, although could it kill COVID? Maybe I'd come up with a cure for COVID by, hey everyone, snort pepper. That kills it. And then, wash it down with some bleach. So let's search the internet. I'm going to Google now, and I'm going to search urine and see what comes up in news, and we'll talk about it. All right, Google's new AI search feature has been recommending people drink urine that is light in color. Don't drink the dark stuff, people, or the carbonated stuff, or the black urine. Google's revolutionizing the search engine game using AI, obviously. And that means giving out worse advice that you could find anywhere else. Thank you, Google. Do no harm. Now you're telling people to drink light-colored urine. So it's apparently still recommending the drinking of urine as an effective method for quickly passing kidney stones. A week or so before it announced it was rolling the feature out across the United States. So you drink urine, light-colored urine, not the dark shit. And that means you got to drink a lot of water to make it light. And then somehow your kidney says, hey, I'm getting urine on both ends here. I'll get this kidney stone out of here because I'm confused. What the fuck? So no doubt, people are drinking light-colored urine. The guys who drink dark-colored urine are saying, oh shit, what have I been doing? Fucking idiots. The world is full of idiots. When you do a podcast, it gets out and people who are looking to drink urine will see that this podcast contains urine and they'll listen to it. And they'll think, I hope this gives me advice to drink urine because I'm fucking jonesing to drink urine. So I'm going to get some more urine advice from this podcast. Well, no. If you are someone who thinks you should drink urine, I'd say go fuck yourself. But you probably try to find a way that actually literally do that. And that's not healthy. It's not possible, actually. How's that possible? I mean, it's not a matter of length. If you had a really long penis that could also function in an erect state and bend in a kind of a U shape all the way around to go back up your ass, you couldn't fuck because when you go forward, your hips go forward, your ass goes forward. So it's impossible. Unless you had a clamp that fit onto the penis and that sort of was flexible and it could fuck you, but you couldn't literally do it yourself. You would have to use a hand or a machine or something. Robot.
If I had a robot, I would name him Steve. Steve would be my robot. We'd have lots of fun after his chores were done. We'd watch television and go for walks. Steve would never leave me, but eventually he wouldn't be enough because I would get horny and switch Steve's gender to female. I'd call him Stephanie. If I had a robot, I would be tempted to let it give it a hand job with its big metal robot hands. Would I risk having my genitals ripped off just for a robot hand job? I like to think I wouldn't, but I know me and I probably would. I really like hand jobs and I think Steve would enjoy giving them, but I should just play it safe and let Steve do my dishes, my laundry and my floors. Then at night he'd tell me robot stories until I fell asleep. While I slept he'd invest in the Asian stock market while arguing with my idiot friend Kevin over text. If I had a robot, life would be so good. But if I had a robot, let's face it, I'd probably be getting constant robot hand jobs until I came in blood. I wish I never had a robot, and life would not be good. Hey, I'm glad I don't have a robot. I wonder what's on TV.
All right, gotta spin the wheel again. What's it gonna be? Nobody knows. Advice. Okay, this is where I look at old advice columns that are on the internet and re-give that advice because, honestly, unless I'm serious about this, I'm better at giving advice. You want advice, you should come to me, although I usually have to be a little bit drunk to give advice, so you have to buy me a drink first. All right, this works the same way as other things do. I do a search advice column, and I take the first thing that pops up, and then I answer that question for you, or for the person that wrote it. It says, this is Ask Aaron. This is a 2022 entry. It says, my family doesn't approve of my relationship. I've been with my significant other for almost 10 years now. I'm 39. My partner is 43. Long story short, my family disapproves of him, and it is a tremendous stress that I need to address. Just not sure how. I do not like the confrontation, and I am not the best at communicating. So it ends up in a terrible argument anytime I try to discuss it with them. I want my parents to sit with him and have them discuss any issues. Sounds like he's a total cunt. I hate him. Break up with him. I love my significant other, probably good sex, and want it to work out more than anything, but sometimes I'm not 100% certain we are the best for each other. Fuck you, stupid idiot. Fuck, people are stupid. Fuck, dump him. Dump him and go to therapy. Go to 2 therapists. You know, double fist your therapist. One on Monday, one on Thursday. 2 different therapists. You need so much therapy. He's a prick, he's a dick. Of course your family hates him. I hate him. Probably stink like lobster. You can tell I'm biased against fish smells. That's all. That's it. That's all there is. That's all there's going to be this week. I mean, why should there be more? Do you want more? No, you don't. This is enough. This is more than enough. You know, hopefully this isn't goodbye. Hopefully you're not, reading headlines about me being in intensive care for 6 months. Everything's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I'm going to live through this. I'm going to come out on the other side a better person. Even if I get COVID, I'm going to kick its ass. See you soon, hopefully. Right? Bye for now.
James is done another podcast. We're halfway around this week. Not much, not much. Nude skydiving is done. The color green is green. James might get COVID. His wife is fine, she's fine. Hopefully if he gets COVID, he'll leave death at the door. He'll